Hey beautiful, you probably clicked on this video because you feel like your energy is being drained, or your energy feels stagnant, or like someone or something outside of yourself is absorbing your energy. You've probably know the buzzwords: ground your energy, protect your energy, train your nervous system. All this to reclaim your energy. Well, today I want to go a step further, and I want to look at the holographic representation of life. So life, everything is energy, and energy is consciousness. So if you want to change anything in your life, you have to change and expand your level of awareness. Baby girl, come hizo. It's my baby. Right on time. Okay, so for today we are going to look at you as not the carbon copy of the external world, but the crystalline light body. Baby girl, when you are ascending as an ascended being, hey baby girl, come say hi. Say hi. I'll be back because someone needs some foodies. Holographic representation of life. As energy, as consciousness, okay? So you as a crystalline light body, this is what happens to you when you go on a spiritual awakening. You become less dense, all the junk DNA and cells falls away. And this might happen in layers, right? It might be a whole journey, right? We like to speak in those terms. But anyway, see yourself shining bright like a crystal. Okay, so what happens is we actually have a double matrix layer, okay? Double matrix layer. And this is like a field of projection that creates a veil and almost like a filter. So our perception and perspective is influenced by this double layer matrix, okay? So the first layer that we're dealing with is the conditioned mind. The universal, well, let's call it the collective conditioned mind. And it's this layer over here, okay? And then secondly, we're dealing with our inner realm projected as a second layer. So this comes from our own inner world. So the problem is that these two layers are intertwined and interconnected, right? They're bouncing off one another, okay? So your inner world is influenced by the conditioned mind, and the conditioned mind is influenced by the inner world, okay? And it's kind of like a regurgitation. That's why a lot of people feel stuck in life. I'm doing all these practices, but it just feels like I'm stuck. Feels like I'm drained. Feels like I don't have enough energy to do the things that I'm brought to earth to do. So what happens is if okay, now this is people, place, thing. If you're interacting and communicating and connecting with the outside world, people, place, thing, right? Entity, right? They might look human. Not all humans that look human are, I believe, actual human souls. Okay, so you have this double layer, right? And it's your conditioned mind, number one, layer number one, and layer number two is your inner realm, okay? Your inner realm creates a projection forth, okay? And this is either led by the conditioned mind or this is led by your soul, okay? So when you're connecting with people, place, thing, external thing, right? They are also playing into these two layers, and that's where the drain comes from. These layers, in terms of the conditioned mind interacting with the inner realm, right? The conditioned mind layer is activated when you react towards the outside world, thus giving it energy and validity, or when you are resistant towards something that you truly don't want. I don't want a pink elephant, I don't want a pink elephant, I don't want a pink elephant, and then you manifest said pink elephant. Okay, we'll look into resistance. It's a topic for another day. Okay, so when you're reacting or when you're in resistance, you're absorbing the conditioned mind layer, and this is influencing your inner world, your inner realm, and that's where the drain comes from, the leakage comes from. Okay, so how do we disrupt the matrix mind, conditioned mind layer? Okay, by connecting to, let's make it blue, connecting to your heart space. So the heart is, scientifically speaking, a very powerful electromagnet, and it creates an electromagnetic field all around your body. And when you're really truly connected to your heart space, connected people can actually sense that when they're stepping into your aura, when they're stepping into your presence. So when you're truly connecting to your heart space, what happens is it creates a portal. Okay, portal of expansion. Okay, and this influences the conditioned mind layer. So the conditioned mind layer falls away. And now, because you're truly connected to your heart space, you're also managing the projection that you're putting out through your inner realm. Okay, so the reality of truth is always heart-centered. This doesn't mean someone else's truth needs to live and operate through you. It's about your personal truth, which is always heart-centered. Okay, so how do you break free from bondage? If you find yourself in a situation when you feel drained or depleted, and you're just feeling like someone outside of yourself is being a vampire, the situation is being vampiric, what you do is you tap into, very simple, the power of prayer. Now, I'm not a religious person. I believe, amongst many other things, in Christ consciousness, which is also connected to Maitreya energy. Topic for another day. However, the power of prayer is the affirmation and command of gratitude. So you're commanding into being that which you already innately embody. You're not seeking, you're not without, you're not lacking, and therefore praying from a place of lack. You're commanding with gratitude. So you could say something like this: thank you, universe. Thank you that you now take this energy which does not belong to me, away from me and allow it to go back into the light of consciousness. Another way, something else that you can do is you can clear your meridians, right? So a simple up and down. I'm not gonna go all the way up and down today, but you just clear out your meridians with a simple clap, okay? You can do this to the sides, to the back, to the front, and just visualizing energy bouncing off of you. And the most important thing is to make these practices actually stick and work. They're very easy, very practical, right? Probably would want to be alone if you're doing the clapping. If you're surrounded by vampiric people, they'll be like, why are you clapping? I'm clapping your energy away, sir. But to make these practices an actual embodiment, you have to know and understand and truly feel your own energetic blueprint. Because if you're not aware that something is draining into your energy and you're playing into someone else's conditioned mind and inner realm, which is not connected to your highest path, okay? You have to first know and understand your own energy. I have a totally free practice for you to feel totally rejuvenated and revitalized, connected, experiencing the true connection with Source. It's a 3-day integration practice called the Glow Code. Glow Code will be linked down below. Okay, you can do this practice to regulate your nervous system. It's part of an empathic self-care practice routine. It's very simple, very easy. It's a full-on embodiment practice. You do breathing, visualization, meditation, and it's all being done under 10 minutes. And it's just wonderful. The way that you feel on the inside creates the glow on the outside, right? Non-artificial. I love you so much. World peace. I'll see you. We'll speak again. Okay, bye.